So we finally made it to Colombia, and the ladies are not here for any of Ramona's antics, because when she was walking with that foot that she like sprained, falling down some steps, I'm like, Ramona, were you intoxicated? Too much Pinot Grigio? Anyway, like, I felt bad for her, but she was like trying to get the luggage and everything together, trying to get in the car. And the other ladies were in the other car, just reading her. They were like, oh, here we go. Oh, what is she doing? She makes everything about her. And I'm like, I think that Ramona is telling the truth this time, guys. But they were not here for it. They were over it, especially Luann. Luann is done with Ramona. After Ramona posted that picture, Luann is done. Poor thing was hopping out of a wheelchair, and they did not care. And here we go with the typical housewife ignorance whenever they travel somewhere outside of the U.S. Oh my goodness, what are they known for? Cocaine and beer? And I'm like, are y'all serious? So y'all know what the U.S. is known for? Meth. We cook up loads of meth in this nation. Loads. Worry about the meth being cooked up on your land and in your community before you start talking about somebody else and how they dealing with their, well... Because drugs are big business. Drugs, porn, sex trafficking, big business. Stuff that will never be stopped. You know the U.S. could stop drugs coming in and stop sex trafficking and all that stuff. They won't. Because it's money. And we're capitalists. Welcome to hell. So, I want to be friends with Tinsley. She gave them freaking Tiffany necklaces to help them like pick out each room. And like the thing that she did with like, oh, whose ever necklace is in this box in this room or whatever, this is the room. Whatever she did, it was genius. I think the ladies didn't care about the room. They were just so glad they got a Tiffany necklace. So they were just like, I don't care. They were more mesmerized by the present than the room. And can we also talk about how Dorinda, no matter where she goes on these trips, she always gets a double bed, like a twin bed room. Like she always gets the room with the twin beds. She never gets like a full or a queen. And I don't know if that's something she's requesting or maybe if somebody else is staying in their room with her. I don't know what it is. Maybe Dorinda does have to have somebody stay in the room with her. I don't know, but I'm like, this is another international trip where Dorinda has a twin bedroom. Like, she has like a shared twin bedroom every time they travel. Have you guys noticed that? It's so weird. And it's got me thinking, is there a reason for that? What do you guys think? Let's talk about it. Tiffany necklaces, Louis purse, like, Tinsley, let's be friends. I guarantee you 1000% that Miguel understood Ramona but didn't feel like it. He heard everything she said and kept on walking. That would have been me. Ramona. I didn't like this. I didn't like the whole allergy thing because Ramona's not an actress, right? So you can tell when she's faking, and I feel like she wanted to be obvious with the whole, oh my goodness, I forgot that Bethenny was allergic to fish. But she said it in a way where you could see her enjoying the fact that Bethenny had an allergic reaction to fish. And as somebody who has allergies, I don't think that's funny. You know what I mean? Like if I don't have my EpiPen and something happened, I could go. Like, I really have to watch the things that I eat. There are a lot of us that have, so if you can't afford an EpiPen, you got to walk around with Benadryl. Like, it is serious. Throat closing up, eyes closing up, feeling like you're going to die. Like, that's not a joke. And I did not for one second think that Bethenny was overreacting because she said it. She was like, is there fish in this? Because she knows how her body reacts. And then you cut to Ramona. Oh my goodness. I forgot that Bethenny was allergic to fish. Not cute. Not cute and not funny, and it's really ugly, Ramona, and it says a lot about you. On this show, I'm making sure to say that when I make these comments about the ladies because I don't know them, we don't know them. As somebody who works in TV and has relationships with people who work on reality TV shows, I've always come into this knowing that about 80% of the show is scripted. You know what I mean? So I know they're playing characters. They're just using their names. And there's a lot of stuff that happens throughout the show that they really react to. So that's how they get away with calling it reality TV. But I am very aware that a lot of this stuff, just because I just know, I have the knowledge, I know. You know what I mean? When sometimes when the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills is filming, if you ever walk by them filming something, you can see them, producers go and cut, reshoot this, say this when you do it. Like, all of that, right? So I'm very aware of that. So that's why now I'm making sure to say that, because I don't want anybody watching this, or maybe, you know, if these videos get popular, enough, like, comment, subscribe, and share. If they do, and these women do see it, I don't want to backtrack my comments, because that's not what I'm doing here. But I want everybody to be very aware that I'm not commenting on these ladies personally. I don't know them. You know what I mean? This is just a snippet out of their lives, and it's heavily produced. So I'm just talking about the character, and that, you know, what Ramona did concerning her character that she plays on the show, dealing with Bethenny's allergies and the knowledge of it. I didn't like it. I didn't like it. That was an ugly thing to do, and, like, not do, but just her reaction to it. It was like, you kind of got off on her having an allergic reaction. That's a little sick. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is our first Real Housewives of New York Colombia tragedy. Bethenny. Oh, you know what? No, it's not Bethenny getting having an allergic reaction to fish. It's Ramona. Well, Ramona was the foreshadowing. In Colombia, this is like, now the foreshadowing is coming into action. Ramona falling down the steps was just letting you guys know that this is what we were in for. And then we finally get to Colombia. Bethenny has an allergic reaction to fish, which then triggers multiple panic attacks. Stay tuned. Casualty of the Colombia trip, Ramona getting stuck in an elevator, and nobody helps her. Not even production. They are so rude. They sat there and watched that lady struggle, and then she can't break the fourth wall and try to ask for help, which is why I think she did have help, because we cut to her coming down the stairs. We never cut to her coming out of the elevator. So I think eventually somebody from production had to let her out of the elevator. Poor thing. I would have freaked out. No. Don't have me get stuck in the elevator. I don't like it. So she handled that pretty good. I wouldn't have. Luann, I just feel like she wants to be a minority so bad. You went blackface for Halloween. Now you have black feet. Bethenny, you're not a comedian. Stop. Luann, Rachel Dolezal, Countess Dolezal aside, she looked cute. I like her outfit. I think she was having fun, and I liked her having fun because she got to do something, you know what I mean? Like, she's not drinking, so she wants to make this trip fun for her. So I was here for it. I think she looked really cute. I like the wig on her. I like the whole outfit. The only thing I couldn't take is them hot boots that she was wearing. I was like, what is the weather here? Because some ladies for some of the ladies, it looks like it's summer. And then you got other ladies where it looks like it's, you know, the beginning of fall. I don't know. They were all in different seasons. We have this scene of Luann in these hot boots, and Ramona in a wheelchair, and Carol in this, like, Met Gala ball gown pushing Ramona in a wheelchair. I was like, this is too much. Like, what is going on here? And what is the weather like in Colombia? Tinsley knows how to wear a maxi dress. This maxi dress that she has on is so cute. You know what, Tinsley? Listen, you need to come out with the maxi dress line. You have worn a lot of beautiful maxi dresses. It seems to be your thing. I feel like if you know what, she got so much money, she don't even care about that. Tinsley's a cat woman. She's not a working woman. Never mind. But Scott, get Tinsley, you know, make us maxi dress line and put Tinsley's name on it. She's not going to do the work, but you're a working man. You know how to get some more coin. Secure the bag and put your name on it, so if anything happened, you can leave with it because it was your idea, but just make sure you give me 10%. My idea, but you put in the work. Oh, gosh. And Bethenny, please, just tell Carol that you love her and you miss your friendship. Like, just apologize and move on so the rest of the group can have a good time, because your energy is destroying it. Bethenny is heartbroken that her and Carol are at this space in their relationship where they're either not going to be friends or they're going to have to fight like hell to move forward, whatever the issues that they're having. Because now Bethenny is trying to pick a fight with Carol over the scarf guy who she says she was not attracted to, who she says she did not like, who she says she did not care if Ramona went after him. She actually wanted Ramona to go after him. She suggested that he go after Ramona. Now that all of a sudden he's interested in Carol, now it's an issue. Now he's an opportunist. Now he's working a group. Now he's running game. At first I kind of agree with Bethenny. I'm just like, wait a minute. He's trying to hit up several women in this group. But then I thought about it. I was like, you know what? You date inside your circle. I don't, but these people do. Like, these men and women within this, you know, white Manhattan 1% kind of society. They all just pass each other around like Bachelor Nation. I don't get it. I don't understand. Not for me, but that's what they all do. So I'm like, come on. How y'all all have slept with Harry? You know, Luann's ex has been passed around. Y'all been passed around. That's how y'all do. So why all of a sudden is it a big deal now because the guy likes Carol? You just seem jealous. And I don't think she's jealous of Carol. I think she's jealous of this guy giving her attention when she wants the attention of Carol. That's what it is. She misses her friend, but she mistreated her friend and she doesn't know how to go about getting her back. So she's having all of these temper tantrums and just making all of these comments and pushing Carol further away. And Carol is ready. She wants to move on with Bethenny. She doesn't like where they're at, but they have to move forward on an equal playing field. And I think that's very hard for Bethenny to do. And because Carol is not for Bethenny in her BS, Bethenny starts trying to find some other way to cause like confusion and just discord within the group. Now she's dogging out the place where they're staying in Colombia and, you know, just really saying nasty things about the home that Tinsley got for them. And I just felt like she was just trying to get something started because she felt a certain way and nobody was addressing it. Nobody was giving her attention. So this is what Bethenny does. She has these adult temper tantrums when people are not paying attention to her. Case in point, all of a sudden she starts crying and breaking down and nobody is here for it. Even Carol was just like, you know what? Okay. She was just like, oh, I'm going to bed. Bethenny did all that crying and breaking down and Carol was like, all right, see you guys. Not even falling forward or getting into that because I feel like Carol realizes that that's what Bethenny does when she's wrong. So instead of saying sorry, Bethenny plays victim and then you end up, the person who Bethenny harmed ends up apologizing. And then Bethenny apologized after you've apologized for the harm that she did to you. Then she's like, well, you know what? You're right. I'm sorry. So that's what she's trying to do. But Carol isn't playing that game. So Bethenny is like spiraling out of control because she's not playing into the palm of her hand like maybe she was before when they first started their relationship. Because I remember talking about how I felt like Carol was following Bethenny around like just, you know, a little puppy. And I'm like, you don't have to. But then again, Carol was new on the show and she was trying to find her footing. I feel like now she feels secure and she just probably didn't like how she looked last season because a lot of people mentioned it, even the cast members. So now she's trying to come on and just be like, I'm my own person and not really playing around with Bethenny or like playing into her hand. And it's making Bethenny spiral. You know what, Bethenny? If you would stop age shaming Carol and shaming her for not having children, maybe you would be able to heal your relationship. Because Bethenny always throws that out whenever she has like this rage with Carol and she gets to a certain point where she starts to mention her age or mention that she doesn't have kids. And I feel like in private, Carol probably talked about that to Bethenny. And the only reason why I feel that way is because she keeps on using it. She keeps on bringing it up because she knows that it will sting. And I think that maybe they had a conversation about it. And you know how you're sitting down with your girlfriend and she breaks down about something. And a lot of times it's, you know, concerning relationship and children. And just, especially when you're a working woman, you don't know if that's a reality. But it's something that you want. But it's also... you also have this career and this passion, and for a lot of us who are working women, that's reality that, you know, we will all have to deal with at some point. And to shame Carol for not having that, it's mean. It's mean, and I like I said before, I hate when women do that because the world does that to us. We do not need to do that to each other. And I think that's another reason why Carol is giving space to Bethenny and backing off and not trying to repair their friendship because Bethenny is going so low. So the next day, Scott gets Tinsley a really nice anniversary gift. I thought it was cute. I really, really did. It did look like funeral flowers. You know, I was just like, oh, are we at a repast? Are we at the burial? It wasn't for me, but I thought it was cute that he did that, you know, to show how much he loved her. And even the note was really nice. And then, you know, guys know they get extra brownie points when they spoil us in front of our girlfriends. You know what I mean? Like, it's just always an extra thing so your girlfriends who are there for you and really care about you can see that he's treating you well. It's like extra brownie points because then you're in good with the girlfriend. So I thought that was really sweet. But next time, Scott, don't rob a burial site. because it seriously looked like he took the flowers from like a veteran that was buried and just sent them to Tinsley. He could have put them in that nice box. That remember earlier in the scene where Carol got these roses delivered in like this clear box with a lid. That was really nice. He could have done something like that. I don't know why he went with the funeral flowers, but it was a no for me with the gift. But I liked the note and just the intent. Nice. Good job, Scott. Now give this woman some babies and a nice ring and that beautiful gown that she tried on with her mother, the place where Bethenny, wherever Bethenny spies dimed her out at. Get her that first dress that she tried on, because homegirl has really put you on the map, bro. We would not know about you or Coupon Cabin had it not been for Tinsley. Tinsley deserves everything. Spoil her, Scott. Spoil her. Whatever that woman wants, give it to her. She made you again. You might have been made when you met her, but baby, she made you over and she made you better. Let's tell the truth. And what? Shame the devil. I'm noticing, what? I'm tired. I'm noticing, I recognize a pattern with Bethenny, because as soon as Tinsley gets those flowers, the wheels start turning. Like, she just starts to deteriorate in her mind. Like, she just starts to think about everything that she doesn't have. Like, Tinsley gets the flowers, all of a sudden she starts thinking about Jason, and then, you know, later on in the day she's breaking down and crying because the restraining order is ending. And I honestly do not think that was on her mind. I think it's a twofold. I think the attention wasn't on her, and Tinsley was getting showered by Scott, somebody who she loves, who she's probably going to marry, and Bethenny wants it. She even mentioned it. She said, listen, I'm jealous. You know what I mean? So she was dealing with all of that, and she starts to break down and have these panic attacks, and I just feel like it's just another way for her to still focus from somebody being celebrated. And I don't think that she does it maliciously. I just think that is something that has grown up with her. I feel like that was an antic that she used as a child to maybe get attention from the people who weren't giving her the attention that parents normally get. I think that maybe she had to try and do different things to grab the attention. And I think that she still does that as an adult. Like, that hasn't been handled. So as an adult, she still does those things. So if ever anybody's getting celebrated, or if ever she sees somebody having a good time and she's not a part of it, she has to make herself the center of attention, because I think that Bethenny deals with a lot of abandonment. She really, really does. And maybe it stems from her mother and her upbringing. I don't know, but Bethenny definitely has abandonment issues. And I've noticed that it happens whenever she feels like she's not the center of attention, because this whole panic attack thing had absolutely nothing to do with Jason and the custody battle. It had everything to do with the fact that Tinsley was getting loved on by Scott. And she even mentioned it. She said, I'm jealous. And it just piled on, because she never dealt with it. And it just piled on and piled on and piled on till she was able to have enough emotions to make this whole scene and have Dorinda, you know, cater to her, because that's just what she wants. It's what she wants, and I don't think she's doing it maliciously. I just think that it's a behavior that wasn't checked when she was younger, and it grew up with her, and it's to a point where it's at a dangerous level, because it's very, I'm telling you guys, from here on out, after I made this comment, watch the show, watch the next episodes, and see what Bethenny does when somebody else is being celebrated. See the comments that she makes, see how she acts, her energy changes, her body changes. She doesn't like it. She doesn't like it at all. And I think it's not because she doesn't want that person to win. I think she just doesn't want to be forgotten about. So that's where it ends. Next week, we are going to get that horrible confrontation with Dorinda and Luann. This is why I said I want to see her sober, because when Dorinda is drunk, she says very mean things. And that whole, why don't you take another drink again so you can get arrested, honey? I know that wasn't sober Dorinda. I know she had to have been drinking something, but her and Luann are really close, and for her to say that to her, that had to hurt, especially with everything Luann is dealing with. So I'm not rushing to see that whole thing break down, but I will be there, because it will be juicy. And as of right now, I don't have anything planned Wednesday night, so hopefully I can, that is my goal all of next week, to get all of my reviews up to you guys the night that the show premieres, or the night that the episode comes on, I want to be able to get it up to you within that night or probably early the next morning. So that is what I'm going to work on. It's going to be a lot of work, but you guys deserve it because you've been sticking it out with me, and I totally appreciate it, and I love you guys. And if you like what you see here, please like, comment, subscribe, and share, and I will see you next week for the following episode of The Real Housewives of New York. Bye, guys.